Hey Guardians, this is everything you need to know for week 18 of Season of the Wish. Into the Light stream recap, recent info, patch notes, Eververse, and much more. Let's start off with that second livestream revealing information on the upcoming Into the Light free update dropping April 9th. This stream showed off the new social space, Shaxx's Hall of Champions. Akin to Xur's treasure hoard, this is where you'll talk to Shaxx and Arcite as vendors, have access to several chests to get armor and weapons, as well as have access to the returning Gift of the Thunder Gods chest, a free chest of 1800 power items to get all players brought up to be able to dive into the content. Oh, and you can finally earn that all-black, super black shader all you hunters have been asking for. As for the loot, there will be 12 reprised Brave Arsenal weapons, fan favorites from over the years. They are Blast Furnace, Midnight Coup, Hung Jury, Mountaintop, Succession, Forbearance, Recluse, Luna's Howl, LC's Rifle, Falling Guillotine, Hammerhead, and Edge Transit. These weapons will drop with the new Indomitability origin trait that boosts your grenade or melee regen based on your subclass and new perks. You'll also have the chance to get limited time versions of these weapons that come with a unique ornament and extra perks. And with all these weapons, they will be retroactively enhanceable come the final shape. What's super cool is that you can target farm these weapons by attuning to statues of Shaxx in the social space, and that the raid weapons of Succession and Forbearance don't require ownership of their associated DLCs, giving players a taste of powerful raid weapons. For more info on the weapons, look out for a blog post on Bungie's site tomorrow going over all the perks, and then make sure to tune in next week for a glimpse at exotic mission content, crafted weapons, the 3 new PvP maps, and possibly more. And best news of all, you'll be getting 100 extra vault spaces in the final shape. Moving on, remember that you have that free weekly gift of 700 Bright Dust in the Eververse store. And speaking of Eververse, this week only, Silver, the premium currency, is discounted on all platforms by 20%. So if there's something that caught your eye, like the current Eververse flashback for Season of the Dawn items, or want to stock up for the future, now is the time to buy. Now for our normal recent information, this weekend you can enjoy bonus reputation in Trials of Osiris. In the Crucible, the rotated playlists are Sparrow Control, Mayhem, Clash, with Collision and Crucible Labs. For the Vanguard, the Ops playlist has Arc and Stasis Surges active, and the Nightfall is Heist Battleground Moon, featuring Unstoppable and Barrier champions, Void Threat, Strain and Solar Surges, and Overcharged Sniper. Increase the difficulty and earn platinum rewards for the best chances at the Undercurrent Waveframe GL, with the Adept version from GM difficulty. For your farmable endgame activities, you have the Vaults of Glass Raid, the Shattered Throne Dungeon, and the exotic mission Vox Obscura with its haunted and opulent gear. In Crota's End, the 4th encounter challenge, All for One, is active, tasking you to break down Crota's shield within 5 seconds of damaging it. Over on Neomuna, hunt down the Vex Strike Force event in Ahimsa Park, the Partition mission is Ordnance, and the weekly campaign mission is Downfall. Those looking to farm exotic armor and world drop weapons, this is the rotation and loot for Legend and Master Lost sectors this week, with the active surges being Strand and Solar. Lastly, Dares of Eternity is in Loot Rotation 1, featuring gear from Season of the Hunt. With that, on to the news. Today, Update 7.3.5.3 rolled out, which didn't change much, mainly fixing skimmers moving faster than intended. Looking at last week's TWID, besides a detailed breakdown of the Onslaught game mode that is coming with Into the Light, the PvP Strike team came at us with some Sandbox changes that are coming in the April 9th update. These are aimed at combating the rise of auto rifles in the Crucible, but it also addresses other outliers, like buffing hand cannon damage so they are less impacted by damage falloff and explosive head, buffing several pulse rifle archetypes damage, and globally reducing flinch taken by primary weapons by 15%. Pretty nice changes and a quick turnaround. Okay, now let's check in with our vendors. Over at Banshee, unfortunately there really isn't anything good for sale. Hopefully when the items change in a few hours, there will be something nice. And for those wanting to turn in your Gunsmith Ingrams, this is the weekly rotation of Banshee's Foundry focusing. Over at 801, her weekly armor sets are Errant Knight 1.0 for Hunters, Carrick Type 2 for Titans, and the Philomath cover set for Warlocks, with her weekly shaders being Genotype Null 0, New Pacific Sync Worn, and War Cult Rain. Looking at the Bright Dust section of Eververse, we see the arm ornaments from the Season of Dawn Eververse set, the new ornament for Leviathan's Breath, and some fun emotes. Everything for sale will scroll on screen now. With that, enjoy a quiet week in Destiny as we all wait for that Into the Light content drop in April. Next week will be Iron Banner, with 2 weapons being added to the loot pool, so get excited for that and expect a quick guide on what roles to chase, as well as how to effectively farm Iron Banner. That video should come out on Monday, with another one on enhanced weapons coming out Thursday or Friday. There is an article on Into the Light weapons coming out tomorrow, along with an interview with Chris Proctor later in the week, so I'm going to hold off on posting that video in case some other information on that subject comes out. So if that interests you, make sure you like today's video, comment down below what you thought of the Into the Light showcase, subscribe for future Destiny content, and come swing by the Sundog Gaming Discord to make some lovely Guardian friends. As always, I am your Commander Pika. Be kind, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield.